Welcome back here to Boreo's 8891 McDonald's Parkway in Cicero, New York. Here alongside Adrian Autry, Syracuse Orange men's basketball assistant coach. Played for Syracuse as well. And, of course, Dan Tortora here with you. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. The name of this show, when it comes to seeing the two of us together, it's Seeing Orange with Red. Red Autry sitting here with me at Boreo's. We're here every single month. Make sure you check out those dates on when we're going to be here by going to the homepage of wakeupcalldt.com and, of course, being a part of social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I do all that. Back in your day, there was none of that. It was just word of mouth.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was better.
See, I'm old-fashioned. I like walking up to somebody and telling them what we do and why we're here and having someone come up to the table, but people love social media.
They love social media. I know my kids do.
Yeah. Do you ever have to track that with them and say, hey, maybe you don't want to say that, or why did you put that out? Did you ever?
Well, the rule in my house is anybody that has any type of social media account, we have to have access to it, meaning me and my wife. So we get a chance to follow it. If you don't, then you don't have it. Because you do have to monitor it. You do have to watch it because, kids are kids, and in today's world, everybody's reading and things, and now kids can get kicked out of school and all type of stuff like that. So you really have to monitor it.
When you have players that are constantly on it, some players are, some players aren't. A guy like Raheem Christmas, he likes Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like B.J. Johnson, you see a lot on Twitter. When you know that the guys are out there and involving themselves in it, Trevor Cooney doesn't really say too much on them. So, it depends on the player. But how do you kind of handle that? Does the staff have to police that? Do you have to watch that? Do you trust, somebody else to do that? Or
no, we don't police it, but we do educate them. Each year, beginning of the year, we have things like that, forums for that. Educating them on social media, things to do, things to say, be careful, and through the process, on and on and on and on and on, and a lot of not to be that you would be surprised, but sometimes when things that they put out there, most of the time it gets back to us. If something that's kind of borderline or somebody has a problem with it, most of the time we'll get back to it. Then we get a chance to address it. But I think right now the kids, start from the high school level, the high school coaches and all these these big all-star games. I think there's a lot more educating going on now about, social media and how to use it and things like that.
When there are so many avenues of social media, do you feel like it's been detrimental to sports? Or, how do you kind of see it connected to sports? Because some people use it right and some people use it wrong, but overall, how do you feel it's kind of affected you as a coach and the players as well?
Well, I think, there's definitely more information out there. I think it's a distraction. I think kids spend a lot of time on it, and they get distracted, and I think it's where you could be doing some other creative things. But, using it the right way, it's a good thing. It's what the world is today. I think kids are a lot more educated. They have a lot more knowledge because of the access. It's easy to access any type of question that you may have now, as opposed to, when I was growing up.
Me too, library.
The library, you had to get up, go to the library, then look and find it. Now everything is right there at the touch of a finger. So, it's good and bad. I think, depending on how you use it.
When you have that and you have players on that, what is the rule of thumb? Is it season starts, try to stay off it, guys? Just let them kind of go as they want?
No, we don't really, police it like that.
Because I know some teams will actually say season starts, let's cut it off.
Some teams, require you to have those, stay off your social media. We're not like that. Again, because they're going to do it anyway, regardless. So I think, you just have to be able to, make sure that they're doing the right thing and kind of go with it. It's part of life.
When there's high school guys that you're recruiting, do you ever go to social media to kind of see a little bit about their character at all?
Absolutely. That's why I say sometimes it can be used in a right way, but absolutely, sometimes, you want to follow and see what kids are putting out there. It's kind of try to get out. Do you put a whole lot of weight into it? No. But sometimes, you get a kind of a glimpse into, some of the things that they're doing and how they think about things and how they feel about certain things.
Has it ever gotten to the point with you or with anybody that you know that someone's being recruited and something goes out there and it's just unacceptable to the point where it does affect the recruiting game?
I haven't had that, but I'm pretty much sure it's cases out there that, some kids have done some things. I think I was reading something the other day, it was a football coach, and he was saying, they were asking the same question, and he said that he stopped recruiting a kid because some of the things that he put out on there, and for me, I can't put, you put some weight into it, but you can't put everything into it, I think, unless you don't know the kid.
When there is this recruiting game and somebody you think really likes Syracuse that you're out there recruiting, and they're on social media and they're talking about Wisconsin or they're talking about UConn or something like that, does that ever help at all to kind of, because they're telling you one thing but maybe they're putting out something else, so in that case, is it beneficial for you to kind of look at that or, kind of keep an ear to the ground to know, okay, I talked to him on Tuesday, he said Syracuse, on Wednesday he's talking UConn?
Well, the one thing about being recruited, kids love to be loved and they love to get recruited, so, that's just kind of the nature of the game. I don't put any, that much emphasis into what they put out there. How many times, if you follow kids and everybody's saying X school is leading, and then the next thing you know, 2 weeks later, the kid picks another school.
Right.
So you can't put too much weight into it. I just rely on the relationship and the conversations that we have.
If you had to choose, let's say you can make your own app, you could do your own thing, what would you want to have if it was something you created?
An app?
Yeah, if you made an app right now, if we made the Red app, what would it be?
You know what? I'm probably the wrong person to ask for this because I really...
So you got none that you use on your phone?
No, the only thing I use on my phone when I'm bored is I play Temple Run.
Play Temple Run?
Temple Run.
Okay. Now, are you good at Temple Run?
No. That's why I play it.
So it's a challenge for you.
It's a challenge for
Syracuse is winning so many games on the court, so you got to lose some games on your phone, I guess is how it looks.
I don't know about that, but yeah, no. I use the phone like a phone.
Yeah. So you use it for the normal, what it was meant for,
right,
as opposed to what it's become now. I'm surprised people still use it to make phone calls. You and I do. but
it's a weird thing now. No one has home phones anymore.
No landlines. It costs money, so it's very different. And now, because you have, when you're in the office, obviously there's a landline there. Is that weird for you?
Absolutely. When that phone rings, it scares the lights out of me. I'm like, whoa. What's that?
There's no ringtone. It's got just a normal ring. Normal ring. Loud, right there in your face.
It definitely alarms me.
That comes from Adrian Autry. Having some fun here talking about social media from Boreo's 8891 McDonald's Parkway in Cicero, New York. Come out and see us every single month. Of course, during the basketball season and outside of the basketball season. We'll be talking a lot more coming up here from Boreo's. With Adrian Autry, I'm Dan Tortora, and you are watching Wake Up Call DT TV right here on wakeupcalldt.com.